What's up, YouTubers and retro players, and welcome back to Dennis Fleeman's YouTube channel. In my previous video, you could have seen how I repaired a SEGA Game Gear and gave it the new power board and soundboard from AliExpress. So if you're interested in those AliExpress products, check out my previous video. In today's video, I'm going to review the Flash Gear GG, a flash card for the SEGA Game Gear. Talking about the SEGA Game Gear, I remember it like this. In ads, this is the GamePro magazine. Voor 189 gulden blijft alleen de scheidsrechter zwart-wit. This to the original Game Boy. I only saw the Game Gear for sale at the Intertoys and Bart Smith stores back in the day. The toy stores, that is. And one other funny thing about the SEGA Game Gear, when there were reviews of portable games, like the Game Boy, in the Power Limited, there always were screenshots. But the SEGA Game Gear never had screenshots. I always found that funny. Anyway, a 9 for Krusty's Funhouse. I like it. But we're here to talk about the Flash Gear GG. So let's start a review. Here it is, up close and personal, the Flash Gear GG. I got it from AliExpress, from the video game cartridge store to be exact, but a number of stores on AliExpress are selling these kind of Flash Gear cartridges for the Game Gear. And you can get blue cartridges, reds, gray, black, you name it. Prices vary a little bit. I paid €40.87 for this cartridge, including shipping. And there is a slot here. And in this slot is an 8 GB micro SD card. The other thing I want to mention is this cartridge is quite heavy. It's not cheap plastic and it has the same weight to it, maybe even a little bit heavier than an original Game Gear cartridge. Now, there are supposed to be over 500 games on this cartridge, so let's pop this sucker in, to quote AVGN. Here we go. It's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. So, let's see what we got. Let's try it again. There we go. There we go. And here we have the start screen of this flash card. On top we have GG, or Game Gear games. Below that is SMS, or SEGA Master System games. Yes, there are Game Gear and Master System games on this cartridge. Because if you are a little bit knowledgeable about the SEGA Game Gear, you know that there was a converter to play SEGA Master System games on your SEGA Game Gear. So, Game Gear games and Master System games on this flash card. And for some awkward reasons, there are a couple of loose games in this menu. I don't know what it is. But we're starting with the first selection, GG or Game Gear games. Let's push 1. And there we have a choice of 30 pages. So it's like, pick your poison. Your favorite or least favorite Game Gear game should be on here. And not only that, you have the choice between different versions. You want to play the American version, or do you want to play the European version or the Japanese version? There are some options here. And not only that, but there are also, believe it or not, unreleased games on here. Yep. Take Barbie, for example. Barbie Supermodel. Unknown. It even says it on the bottom. Unknown and Proto. So let's click that, because I love Barbie. Load and start. Do not turn off. That's a good idea. Erase. No, right? Yes. You have to be a little bit patient and the game will pop up. There you go. Barbie Supermodel. Can't wait to play this. So, no. I'm going to show you some other games that are also on here. EverDrive, the rarest Game Gear game out there. Complete 4 or 5K. We'll probably never pay that or play that, so let's play it on a Game Gear flashcard. Because this is my only possibility. Do not turn off again. Nope. You have to be patient with these flash cards, it seems. But I'm a patient man. SEGA! US Gold. And Rage Software presents Power Drive. Well, English, French, Deutsch. Spiel begin. Player 1. Let's go. Yeah, that's good enough. I want to race. So as you guys can see, you can pick any game, doesn't even matter how rare it is, from this flashcard. Let's check out the SEGA Master System games. Let's take a quick look at the SEGA Master System games. That loaded fast. Page 1 of 8, so that are not as much games as for the SEGA Game Gear. But there are some fun games on here. Mortal Kombat, R-Type, Sonic Blast, Brazil, Tom and Jerry, Proto, another prototype. So, yeah, a lot to choose from. Not all of the SEGA Master System games are on here, as far as I can see. Some prototypes, a nice selection of games. And let's be honest, if you're buying this flashcard, it's probably because of all the SEGA Game Gear games and not the Master System games. So, but let's check one out just for shits and giggles. Rocky. Load and start. Erase rights. Probably have to speed this up for the video. Looks nice. Now there's one more game that I want to play. Well, that wraps it up for this review. So if you're interested in one of those flash cartridges from AliExpress, now you know what's on it. And I just want to play one more game that I never played before, but that I will probably play a hell of a lot this month. It's one of those rare SEGA Game Gear games that's really interesting and really cool. I'm obviously talking about Mega Man. If it finally loads, here we go.